Good morning, F2, and welcome to our maths lesson. Have a think. What day is it today? While you're thinking about that, let's find the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But what day is it today? If you said Tuesday, you're right. My turn. Today is Tuesday. Your turn. Well done. Today we're going to practice our counting using numbers between 0 and 20. Before we start, let's just remind ourselves about our teen numbers. Don't forget that they all have the n sound at the end. Let's practice them together. My turn, your turn. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well done. Okay, let's start counting. Let's start at 5 and stop at number 15. First, we're going to count forwards, and that means our numbers are going to be getting bigger. Ask your grown-up to listen to you counting, especially when you say your teen numbers, to make sure that you're saying them correctly. Off we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This time we're going to count backwards, and that means our numbers are going to be getting smaller. Off we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, let's start on 9 this time, and we'll stop at number 20. First, we're going to count forwards, and that means our numbers are going to be getting bigger. Let's start with our smallest number, 9. Off we go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This time we're counting backwards, and that means our numbers are going to be getting smaller. Let's start with our largest number, number 20. Off we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Well done. This time, I'm hiding some numerals. What I want you to do is tell your grown-up what they are as I reveal them. That's right, it's 3. Yes, it's 8. This numeral is 7. That's right, it's 0. Yes, it's number 6. Well done. This numeral is 5. That's right, it's 9. Yes, it's 1. This numeral is 4. The last numeral is 2. Today, we're going to be finding more than, but we're going to use numbers up to 10 today. You're going to need 2 10 frames, just like yesterday. So try and find the ones that you used yesterday, or ask your grown-up to draw you a second 10 frame so that you are ready to join in. You're also going to need some small objects that you can use for counting. Pause the video while you get those ready. Okay, let's have a look on these 2 10 frames. We have blue counters on the top 10 frame and red counters on the bottom 10 frame. But which amount is more? what we're going to do is we're going to count all of the blue counters first. Let's do it together. Now, I'm looking at my blue counters. Do I need to count them? No, the top row is full, and that means that I have 5. Let's just check to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 blue counters. Here's number 5 to help us to remember. Now I'm going to count the red counters. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's number 7 to remind us. But which amount is more? We can see this quite easily on our 10 frame, because if we have a look at this one, only the top row is full. But at the bottom, it has some more counters on the bottom row. That means that this one has more. So we can work out that 7 is more than 5. Can you say that? Well done. Okay, here are 2 different amounts. Let's have a look at the blue counters first. I don't think we need to count them this time either. But why not? All of the squares in our 10 frame are full. That means that there are 10. Here is number 10 to help us to remember. Now we're going to count the counters on the bottom 10 frame. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 red counters. But which amount is more? Let's have a look at the 10 frames. We already said that this one is full. That's a lot of counters. And this one is not full. So we can see that 10 is more than 6. Can you say that? Well done. Now it's your turn. Have a look at the different amounts. Count the blue counters, count the red counters, and then work out which one has more. Pause the video while you do that. Okay, now let's do it together. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to count the blue counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's number 7 to remind us. Now we need to count the red counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't need to count those. I could have worked out that it was 9 because I only have 1 square left. Here's 9 to remind us of how many we have. Now, these amounts are all quite close together. They're almost the same, so we have to look very, very carefully. I can see that there are less empty squares here. Here I have 9, and that's the biggest number. 9 is more than 7. Is that what you said? Well done if it is. Okay, your turn again. Don't forget, count the blue counters first, then count the red counters, and then work out which one has more. Pause the video while you do that. Okay, now let's do it together. Let's count the blue counters first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's number 8 to remind us. How many red counters can you see on the bottom 10 frame? That's right, the top row is full, so we know it's 5. We don't need to count them. Which amount is more? If you said that 8 is more than 5, you're right. Well done. This time, we need to find the first amount too, and we need to place them onto the 10 frames. Let's use the blue counters first. we're going to put those onto the top 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blue counters. Let's write 7 to help us to remember. Now let's put the next amount, the red counters, onto the second 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 red counters. Let's write 5 to help us to remember. Now, which amount is more? Look carefully. That's right, 7 is more than 5. We can see this because 5 does not have any counters on the bottom row, but 7 does. Okay, let's try this one. Let's find the first amount and put the blue counters onto the top 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 blue counters. Let's write 8 to help us to remember. How many red counters? Let's put them on the bottom 10 frame to work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's write 6 to help us to remember. Okay, now which amount is more? Is it the blue counters or is it the red counters? Yes, there are more blue counters because 8 is more than 6. Can you say that? Well done. Okay, it's your turn now. I've put pasta and pennies onto the flip chart. Ask your grown-up to count out the same amount of objects. It doesn't matter whether they are pasta and pennies. It could be something else that you can find around your house. Ask your grown-up to give you the same amounts so that you can have a go at counting out the different objects and working out which one is more. Pause the video while you do that. Okay, now let's do it together. I'm going to put the pasta on the top 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pieces of pasta. Let's write 6. That helps us to remember. Oh, I think I know how many pennies there are because I've seen that pattern before. I've seen this pattern on a dice. It looks like it could be 5. Let's put them on the 10 frame and check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 5. Let's write 5 to help us to remember. Okay, now this time the amount of objects is almost the same. There's just one more in one of the groups. So which one has more? Is there more pasta or are there more pennies? That's right, there's more pasta. Look, there is one piece of pasta on the bottom row, but there's no penny on the bottom row. That means this is the largest amount or the biggest amount. And 6 is more than 5. Can you say that? Well done, and well done if you got it right. Okay, ask your grown-up to count out your objects again and make sure that you have the same amount as I do. Ask your grown-up to pause the video while you have a go at working out which amount is more. Don't forget to use your 10 frames to help you. Okay, now let's have a go together. Let's put the pasta on the top 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces of pasta. Let's write number 9 to help us to remember. This time, let's put the pennies onto the bottom 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pennies. Let's write number 5 to help us to remember. Okay, have a look carefully. Is there more pasta? Or are there more pennies? What do you think? That's right, there is more pasta. And that's because 9 is more than 5. Can you say that? Well done. Okay, here's a problem for you. Sarah and Martin have some apples. And Sarah says that she has more. But is she correct? Have a look at this problem with your grown-up, and what I want you to do is to use the sentences to tell me your answer. Maybe your grown-up could video you saying the answer, and then you can send it to the class email address. Pause the video while you have a go. Okay, now let's have a look at it together. Let's find out how many apples Sarah has first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sarah has 6 apples. Now let's find out how many apples Martin has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Martin has 7 apples. Now, is Sarah correct? Does Sarah have more apples? No, Sarah is not correct. Your turn. That's right, Sarah is not correct. Is that what you said to your grown-up? Well done if it is. Now let's work out why Sarah is not correct. Sarah is not correct because Martin has the bigger number. Martin has 7, and 7 is more than 6. My turn. 7 is more than 6. Your turn. Well done. Okay, here's your job for today. I want you to compare the amounts on the 2 10 frames and then work out which one has more. If you finish that really quickly, you could ask your grown-up to find some more challenges for you where you can compare numbers up to 10. Don't forget to take a picture and send it to your class email address. I can't wait to see how you get on. See you tomorrow.